Hey, what is up, guys? FATEDLIME here, bringing you episode 1 of Things I Bet You Didn't Know. And this episode is strictly based on Canadian stuff, like anything that Canada has brought to the world. A lot of people see us as, a tiny little country that's just stuck on top of America. America's little brother, I guess. Even though I personally think the Brits suck more of American dick than we do, but that's another topic. And so I just, I want to bring to you guys some information that is, that I think is interesting, that a lot of people probably don't know. Things that Canada has brought to, in general, Canadian inventions. Things that may have changed the world. And the very first thing that I think that Canada did that changed the world is peanut butter. That's right. Peanut butter was first patented by Marcellus Gilmore Edson in 1884. That's right. Peanut butter is Canadian. Who the fuck would have ever thought peanut butter was brought to you by Canada? A fucking country that everybody thinks is frozen, a frozen wasteland, and we live in igloos and eat seal blubber. We brought you peanut butter. That's right. Anyways, moving on from peanut butter, because I know that's world changing. Back in World War II, the walkie-talkie. That's better than, those poor bastards running out there with communication lines running through no man's land. The walkie-talkie was invented by Donald L. Hings and Alfred J. Gross for the military use in 1942. Also, greatly Canadian. So it's good to know we, besides getting a lot of our soldiers killed on the front lines, Canada also contributed to making communication better for all the soldiers that fought in World War II. In the computing world, JavaScript, or the Java programming language, was invented by a man named James Gosling. So, every one of us right now sitting here watching this video or watching any YouTube video in general and running on any website is using JavaScript. So again, gotta give props to Canada for that one. You guys are welcome, even though I had nothing to do with it. But anyways, the 56K modem. If any of you are old enough to remember the 56K modem back in the early internet days, I guess, yeah, they're still early, mid-90s, I believe. They were invented by a man named Dr. Brent Townsend in 1996. So, they were your good old dial-up modems running hell back then. I guess that would have been like Unreal, the first Unreal Tournament times, maybe a little even before that. Team Fortress. Canada brought you the internet. No, we didn't. But anyways, we'll keep going there. Of course, the telephone is Canadian, or at least it was developed in Canada by a Canadian citizen, Alexander Graham Bell, Scottish-born inventor, but he developed the telephone in Brantford, Ontario. What else do we got? IMAX. That's right. Your IMAX theaters, that was co-created by a Canadian. Part of a small group of men. Was Graham Ferguson, Roman Creditor, I believe Roman Creditor is the Canadian, and Robert Kerr in 1968. So the IMAX movie system has been around since 1968. That's crazy. Just going through my little list of things. It's interesting to see what Canada has actually, brought to the world. The manure spreader, for any of you farmers, that's Canadian. It was invented by Joseph Kemp in 1875. The electric wheelchair. Anybody have, crippled family members or paraplegics, or even, if you work with them and you know how bothersome it would be having to push them around constantly. So any of those ones that can afford, or if Medicare or their health care can get them one. The electric wheelchair was invented by George Klein in 1952. Again, Canada helping the world. That helps everybody, at least at some point some point in time. Sorry. If anybody out there is I know I got one or two subscribers that are war vets. and I'm not sure the extent of their injuries, if they were wounded or not, but, guys come back with their hands blown off and stuff. So the prosthetic hand was invented by Helmut Lucas. Helmut? Anyways, Helmut Lucas in 1971. So, helping amputees out there, Canadians giving a hand to the amputees. Sorry, I had to get the pun. I had to. I'm gonna move on a bit. Diabetics. A lot of diabetics in the world there. Tons. I can't remember the exact statistics. I probably could have researched a bit more. But insulin was invented by Frederick Banting and Charles Best and James Collins or Colip in 1922. That was it was used as that was the first time it was used as a diabetic treatment. But it was originally invented by a French woman, I believe also Canadian, in 1916. Her name was Nicolette Palescu. So there you go. Canada helping out the diabetics, which is fantastic. I think I'll blast off one more since it's basketball playoffs and everybody's out there watching basketball. Basketball itself is a Canadian invention, invented by James Naismith in 1892. That's James Naismith. I didn't mean to slur there. That's what I get for trying to whisper and still talk in a good audible level. And one more for sports fans. Instant replay, people. Instant replay was invented for CBC's Hockey Night in Canada in 1955. So, hockey, ice hockey, Canadian. Instant replay, Canadian. You imagine that? That's unbelievable. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Things I Bet You Didn't Know. And I will be doing another episode as soon as I can. So, until then, guys, this is FATEDLIME signing off.